All right. Let us begin our practice today. Good. Right, finding a chair, sitting up nice and tall in your chair. And welcome to yoga today. Just to review, as it's always good to have some sort of balance challenge in whatever activity you do, right? Some kind of, and so in my yoga classes, and that's what yoga is, yoga is just naturally incorporating stretching, balance, deep core strengthening. It's sort of an all over nice exercise, if you want to call it that, for us. Yeah. And so, the number one cause of falling when we get to that age, and even like I'm noticing like my kids are young, they're in their 20s and 30s. And I feel like I hear once a week that somebody pulled this or somebody, sprained that, and all these injuries in our young people. And so it's important for all of us to do this balance and strength training, right? For us. And so the more we do it, the more it's incorporated in us, and the less likely we are to have a catastrophic fall, right? And so, but the number one reason that we fall, especially as we are older, is just simply the fear of falling, right? We hear that all the time. We see the commercials, I've fallen and I can't get up, so it's the fear. Or we know somebody that happened to. So trying to get that sweet spot of building confidence. And so what we're doing here today is what helps us to build that both physical and mental confidence. Yeah. So let's just start with, shaking off the fear. Yeah. Yeah. So one of the things we want to do is identify your risk factors always. Yeah. Some of the, obvious ones are to get your eyes checked, because our eyesight maybe starts to decline as we get older. So making sure that we get our eyes checked regularly, that we have a prescription that is helpful. Yeah. And relax and roll the shoulders. Another risk factor could be if you're on any pharmaceutical medications, right? And if you're on several. And so just making sure that you are cognitive of that, and, talk to your doctor about that, because when we're on 2 or 3 or 4, pharmaceuticals, it can cause dizziness, it can cause, and then also pain. I'm just adding that one in because I found that when my body is in pain, like if you have a pulled, maybe a back issue or even just arthritis, I feel like that's also a risk factor in just tripping, right? Because we don't lift our limbs up because we're sore, or getting out of the car, And so just identifying those risk factors and just being aware of that, talking to your loved ones, talking to your doctor about any kind of fear that you might have about, falling possibly. And then challenging negative thoughts, right? Again, if we're like, oh my God, this is bad, I'm this age, this could happen. And that's how our mind just goes. And so instead of fighting that, instead of that, anytime there's a negative thought, and this goes for all of life, right? All your day-to-day life, anytime there's a negative thought, and those thoughts can become words and then they become actions and all of that. But just counteract that with one positive thought. So catch yourself thinking negatively or speaking negatively. And, if that happens, just say, okay, that's okay. But what can I say positive now to just balance it out? So just challenge yourself this week with that. Just keeping aware of negative thoughts or actions or words, and then catch yourself and then just say, okay, that's done. Now, what can I do to, to fill that in with, like, oh my gosh, this is a trip hazard. But then you say to yourself, but I've been working out, I've been doing yoga, and I'm not going to trip because I'm aware of that now, or whatever it is for you. Okay, so we're going to start with some alternate nostril breathing. So we can do it either. You can bring your fingers, the tips of your right hand between your eyebrows, or if that's uncomfortable for you, you can just have your palms on your lap. And let's all actually start with that. Let's start with our palms up on our lap. Good. And then gently close your eyes. Gently lift your heart so your spine is tall. You're not slumped forward. Way that we can breathe deeply that way. Good. And let's just take a breath in through both nostrils. And with a sigh, breathe out. And just let the body start to relax on that exhale breath. And again, breathe in. And let it go. Extending the exhale breath. Yeah, we talked about that last week. When you extend the exhale breath, sends a signal to your brain, those bioreceptors, to lower your blood pressure. Another breath in. And let it go. And now on an inhale breath, gently close your right hand into a gentle fist as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out through the nose, gently open your hand, your right hand. And you can incorporate Ujjayi breath here. Inhale, close the left hand into a gentle fist as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, open the fist. Nice and long breaths. Inhale, close your right fist gently. And exhale, open the right hand gently. And inhale, close the left hand into a gentle fist. And exhale, open. So do 5 more rounds at your own pace. Yeah, inhaling and alternating. And the breath is long and relaxed. And maybe the Ujjayi breath, that slight restriction at the back of your throat. Inhaling as you close a fist. Pausing at the top. Exhaling maybe a little longer as you open the fist. Try to go slow. Yeah. No tension in the breath and the breathing. Nice and easy and long and smooth. Ujjayi breath, listening to your Ujjayi breath as the breath rides down the back of your throat. Creating balance, creating forgiveness in our breath. And just the next time that you breathe out and open the left hand, just relax the breath. A beautiful breath. Notice the effects of the breath, just for this minute or two that we've been doing it. Notice if you feel a little bit calmer. The mind has slowed down a bit. Body feels more relaxed. Feel more grounded. When you're ready, you can gently just flutter the eyes open. Isn't that a beautiful breath? Yeah. And that breath can really help the anxiety. That's the key in life is so many things give us anxiety and tension, right? We were just talking earlier about tech and how all these updates, when you think you've got it, it updates and then it's all different and wonky. And then that's stressful because it's like, I want it the way it was. So we just can't fight that, right? That is where we are in this society now. And it's just going to get more and more and more intense with AI coming. So we need tools for us to say, okay, then deal with it when you want to deal with it. And when it's feeling overwhelming, put it aside and to close your eyes and do 10 rounds of that alternate nostril breathing, either with your hands. And then reboot yourself, right? Yes. And that way we can handle literally everything in life that comes our way. Yeah, good. Okay, so hands down on our lap now. And we'll begin with just, yeah, nice stretching. So take a breath in and exhale it out. Drop your chin to your chest. So relax your shoulders. We're going to roll. We're going to roll our neck. So inhale, roll the head over to the right and up and to the other side and down. Good. Slowly rolling the head. Maybe soften the gaze or close the eyes. Notice how your neck is feeling today. Time that the head comes forward, pause and reverse, opposite direction. Inhale. And exhale. Nice slow circles. And the next time that the head comes forward, pause. Yeah. Good. And then pressing down into your feet, slowly lift the head back up. Good. Relax your arms down, nice tall spine. Rolling the shoulders now. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up and back and down. Just circling things. Yeah, moving the body. So for 3 circles in one direction, and then pause, and then 3 circles in the opposite direction. And relax. Good. Shake it out. Shake out your hands. Bring your hands onto your lap now, keeping your head still. Just circle your eyes nice and easily. Make little circles. And if you're tending to move your head, just bring your hands onto your cheeks and don't let your head move. Just move the eyes in circles. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Yeah. Paying some attention to our eyesight, right? Which is important for our fall prevention. And then grabbing your ears and making little circles with your ears. Yeah. So holding onto that cartilage and just circling the ears. If you're ever getting sort of tired, during the middle of the day or feeling lethargic, just do this. You can grab the top of your ears, make circles, the backs of your ears, your earlobes, getting all those little energy points. Get some blood flowing there, energy flowing there. Yeah. And release. Good. And relax. Nice. All right. Arms down alongside the body again. Tall spine. Float your arms out a little bit away from your hips. And now, very gently, we're just going to start to move the body side to side. So just rotating the body nice and gently, moving the spine, just a nice little movement for our spine. And either you can remain right here. If you feel like you want to start to raise your arms up a little higher. Yeah, good. Try to maybe keep your head forward and just move your body. And now a little bit higher. Yeah, and just see how slowly, how high you feel like going today. If there's anything that's uncomfortable, that means you've gone too far. And you start to back down. Good. Maybe a little bit higher than shoulder height you get to. And then slowly reverse that. Start to slowly float your arms down as you're moving side to side. Good. It also helps our balance, right? When our body's moving in one direction, but our eyesight is straight, that is, all these are little challenges for the brain-body connection. Yeah. Excuse me. And then when the arms come down to where they started, and then you can pause and relax. And maybe roll the shoulders out a little bit. Might have picked up some tension there in the shoulders. Good, roll the opposite direction. Good. And now, one more time, we're gonna press into our feet and reach our arms out and up into just a Y shape here, palms forward. So, and if you ever have any like tightness in the neck and the shoulders, this is a nice stretch, yes. So take a breath in, and now as you exhale, glide your chin back as far as you can. Yeah, so you're gonna feel a little bit of stress, tension in that back neck. Make the biggest double chin you can make. And breathe, don't stop breathing. Yeah. Stretch the fingers out, slide that chin back. Yes. 2 more breaths here. Good. On the exhale breath, relax your chin back to neutral. And then let the arms gently float down. Ooh, and feel the temperature of the air on your hands and relax. Good. And just can roll out the shoulders. So that can sort of stretch out any tension that you might have in your neck. Yeah, I don't know why. A couple days ago, I was like, why is my neck sore? We never know. It just happens, right? So that's a good stretch for that. All right. Hands, let's scoot forward in our chair, hands on our thighs. A little bit of a cat-cow, and we're going to strengthen our core a little bit too. And again, having strength in your core and walking nice with like confidence instead of, walking with hunched forward and worried can really help. Yeah. But it takes our strengthening our body to build that confidence to be able to do that. Yeah. So on an inhale breath, lift the heart, look up. As you exhale, slide your hands to the front of your knees and bow your head. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift the heart, stretch your hands, slide them as far up onto your thighs as you can. Reach your elbows behind you, like you want to touch your elbows behind you. And then exhale, relax, and slide your hands forward, drop your head. So just doing our cat-cow, one more. Inhale, slide your hands up, reach your elbows back, look up. And exhale, slide your hands forward and let your head just drop. And now pressing into your feet, just lift your head, bring your hands back to middle of your thighs. Good. Yeah. All right, we're going to do a little bit of core work here with a little forward fold in our chair. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to slide your belly button forward. So you're hinging at your hips. Come about halfway. So you can look down at the floor, maybe 4 feet in front of you or so. Yeah. All right, now tucking your tummy up a little bit. See if you can extend your right arm straight forward, palm facing in. Yeah. And then return your right hand onto your thigh. And now see if you can stretch your left arm forward. So tuck your tummy in. The strength is coming from your tummy, not your back. And then back to your thigh. And now stretch again the right arm forward. Tuck your tummy in, and if it's available to you, stretch your left arm forward. Arms are parallel to each other. If that feels like too much, bring one hand back or both. Yeah, and breathe here. Yeah, and again, we don't want to have that tension in the back. We want to have it in our deep core, or below our navel. One more breath, and now bring both hands back onto your thighs. Nice work. Press down into your hands and slowly bring your body back up. So believe it or not, sitting in your chair, we can work our core. Yeah, good. All right, wiggle it out. Any tension is a little bit more challenging than it looks, right? Especially when you have both arms forward. That's a good way to challenge your, work your core easily. Let's bring our legs out a little wider here. Be flat on the floor. Let's bring our hands onto our heart. Good. We're going to do some now circles with our upper body. So take a breath in. And as we exhale, lean forward slightly. Then lean over to the right. And then circle back. And as you go back, really tuck that tummy in. And then to the other side. And forward. Good. So no rounding of the back. Keep the spine straight as you make another slow circle with your body. And now the next time that you come towards the back, you're gonna pause. Press down into your toes, tuck your tummy in, breathe. Yeah, for 2, for 1, feel those deep core muscles, and then slowly come over to one side and back up. Good. And now we're gonna just reverse. So we're just gonna go over to do a reverse circle with the body. And so feel free to soften your eyes or close them, because then you can feel your core working. Drawing, especially when you go back, drawing that tummy in. We don't want to feel any of this in our back, especially the low back. Yeah. And now again on this side, the next time that you come back, pause here. So you're leaning back, tucking your tummy in. Yeah, good. And breathing. Don't stop breathing, especially when you're here for a bit. Yeah, tendency is to hold the breath, and you don't want to do that. Good. And then slowly to one side and slowly come back up. Good. And then release your hands onto your thighs. And then you can flutter your eyes open if you closed your eyes. A lot harder than it looks. And again, it's so important. It's really important to remember if you practice this. All these are so simple. And I encourage you all the time to have a pad of paper while we are doing class. And if something resonates with you, if something feels like, oh, I feel like that could really help me, just jot it down. And then when we don't have class, when it's the days that we don't have class, do 1 or 2, and then develop a little practice for yourself so that you can be independent and stay strong. Yeah. And then toe, heel, toe, heel. And then you can show your friends. And then you can lead a class. Yeah. All right, relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, reach your arms out and up. Take a nice big breath in, press down into your feet and stretch up tall. That might feel nice after that core work. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. And then let your right arm drop down. Yeah, good. And breathe. 2, for 1. And then inhale, slowly reach your right arm back up. Yes. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, relax. Turn over to the right and relax your arms down. Coming into a little twist. So keep the spine tall. Left hand on the outside of the right thigh, right palm pressing down behind your right hip. Take a breath in and exhale. Slowly turn your head and breathe. As you inhale, relax the belly. As you exhale, draw the belly back. Nice, gentle, slow breaths. Deep. And then as you exhale, slowly relax. Slowly turn your head back forward. Bring your body back forward. Good. Wiggle it out. Shake it out a little bit in between. Relax your arms down. Other side. So inhale, reach the arms forward and up. You can, again, always be in cactus pose when your arms are up. Your shoulders are tight. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over to the opposite side now, maybe the left. Yeah. Take a breath in and exhale, release that left arm down. Another breath in and stretch up and over as you exhale. Opening up the right side rib cage now. Good. And then on an inhale breath, just slowly float that left arm up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, relax the body and twist at your waist over and your hips over to the left. Relax your arms down. Right hand outside of left thigh, left palm pressing down gently behind left hip. Take a breath in, get a nice tall spine. As you exhale, turn and look over to the left. And breathe. Nice long, slow, deep breaths here. And relaxing the belly as you inhale, drawing the belly back as you exhale. And as you exhale, next time, relax the body, slowly turn the head back forward, slowly turn the body back forward. Just wiggle out the legs and we'll make our way to standing. Yeah, nice stretching here. So let's bring our hands here to our side ribs and give ourselves a nice massage along your rib cage. Yeah, relaxing the rib cage. This also sends relaxation sensation to the back muscles too, and thighs. Why not? Right, we're right here. Good. And even this, while you're sitting and watching TV, or just massaging your body, just doing that a couple times a day. That just gets the prana energy moving. It's so that it doesn't just get stagnant, right? And it also encourages us, even, not even thinking about it, to breathe. Yeah, our skin is our largest organ in the body. All right, making your way to a stand, maybe sliding your heels back a little bit more. I've been liking the one foot in front of the other. I feel more like I can use my lower body to stand up. And then hinging forward, keeping the spine straight, head above the spine. And on a big inhale breath, press down into your feet and come to a stand. Good. And let's make our way to the back of our chairs. Good. And so we've been sitting for a little bit. So just start to move your body how you want to move your body. Yeah, shake the legs. Shake whatever you want to shake. Yeah, good. And come to a stand. And let's just take our hands and massage our glutes behind us here. Those are big muscles here. And just taking your hands, it creates a little heat in your body. It creates a sensation of relaxation. Yeah. Just being kind to yourself. Good. Okay. We're going to do a little jumping jacks. Now, let's start with a march though. Let's start marching. Nice and confident. So nice tall spine. Yeah. Another thing for fall prevention, big time, is staying active, right? Doing some kind of activity on a regular basis. So important. Yeah. Good. And then you can march forward and march back, forward and back. Coming back to center now, maybe lifting the knee, marching a little slower and lifting opposite arm to opposite knee. It's such a nice thing to do for our body and our strength of the lower body and our coordination, our balance. Yeah, good. And then coming back to our march and pausing. All right. Nice work. So feet hip distance apart, kneecaps lifted, shoulders back and down, palms forward. Good. All right, we're gonna do some jumping jacks. Now, I can't do full jumping jacks. Like, to me, it really rocks my body for some reason. We're gonna do these half little jumping jacks. Nice and easy. So we're gonna just step out to the right and bring our arms up and back to center. And step to the left and center and right. And feel free, if you want to go into full jumping jacks, be my guest. Yes. And this is a nice, safe, easy way to do it and still get your heart rate up and still get your strengthening going in your lower legs. Yeah, good. And to challenge yourself a little bit more, if you want, you can go a little quicker. Yeah. Again, so easy to do, right? This is something that you can put into your routine if it feels good. Yeah, you can do it tiny little steps too. I don't know your body, but this is a good jumping jack too, if that's in your, what your body's feeling like today. Just moving, yeah, in an easy way, not pushing. 2 more. Good. And relax. Come back to your mountain pose. Just notice your heartbeat, getting blood flow going through your body, getting oxygen moving through your body and your brain. Activity is so important for our mental state. Yes, you probably all know that and feel that. If you go for a walk, if you get your heart rate up, even through class now, getting your heart rate up a couple times, you just mentally clear out, yeah, and feel better. Yeah, good. All right, so let's come to like a little bit of opening of our arms. So we're just gonna swim backwards, opening our shoulders a little bit. So softening the knees, feet about hip distance apart. And we're just gonna backstroke, bringing the right arm up and back, like we're swimming. You can follow the gaze with your eyes. Inhale, left arm reaches back, nice and smooth and easy. Right arm up and back and down, and left arm, yeah, good. And right arm, and left arm, and one more, right arm, and left arm. So, and all these like simple little, and again, I don't know your shoulders, but if you have stiff shoulders, you can always bend your elbow and do that and get to the point where you're moving your joints, but they're not hurting. Yeah, good. All right, our little backstroke, good. All right, bringing our feet a little bit wider apart now, softening our knees. We're gonna rock the body we're gonna keep the body straight. We're just gonna, the head forward, and we're gonna rock our body side to side. Yeah, good. Find a spot to stare at. So your body's moving, your head staying straight, it's focused straight forward as if, we're walking. This helps us when we walk so that we're not always looking down when we walk, we're looking straight ahead. Yeah, and our body's moving. And now we can get a little bit more effervescence in it. Now we can turn the head side to side along with the body. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, detension yourself. I'm just thinking about it. Detention is like a negative word. When you were in school and you did something bad, you were in detention, but it's actually a positive word. Detention. No more tension. In high school, I kind of did the opposite thing. Inhale, exhale, and one more. And one more. All right, and relax. Now you're out of tension. Now let's bring our feet back to hip distance apart. Good. All right, nice job. Okay, so on an inhale breath, we're gonna reach arms out and up again. Coming into a side bend like we did when we were sitting. Yeah, and again, you can have your hands with elbows bent if that feels more comfortable. You're gonna take a breath in. As you exhale, tummy's tucked in slightly. As you exhale, reach up and lean over to the right. Good. All right, and take a breath in again. And as you exhale, see if you can slowly lower your right arm to your outside of the right thigh. Good. And turn and look underneath your left arm. And take a few breaths here. So tummy's tucked in. You should not be feeling this in your back. Yeah. Even you can tuck your tailbone down slightly. And breathe. Feeling the stretch, either all the way up the side of your left leg, left hip, left rib cage, left underarm. Yeah. Good. Feeling that full stretch. Pressing down into your left foot. Good. And then slowly turn your gaze back forward. If it's available to you on an inhale breath, reach that right arm back up as you come back up to the tuck. And relax your arms down. Good. And roll out your shoulders. Bend your elbows like you have little paddles for a rowboat. Yeah, just relax the tension. Good. All right, other side now. So experiment with reaching your arms. You can either reach them out and up. See how that felt, and release your arms down. Or you can reach your arms forward and up. So see what makes you feel like you have more space in your shoulders and down. So either arms forward or arms out and up. For me, I like where my shoulders end up when I do it out and up. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over now to the left. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly bring your arm down. That left arm. Good. Slowly turn your head and look to the right underneath your arm, tucking the tummy in, tucking the tailbone down slightly, and breathe. Press down into your right foot. All gentle little movements here, gentle little adjustments that are very powerful though. And I feel that stretch on the whole right side of your body now. One more breath here, nice long, slow breath. And then relax the head, bring the gaze back forward, tuck your tummy in, and as you bring that left arm up, bring the body back up. Good. And then slowly turn your palms down and very slowly let your arms descend. Good. And roll it out and shake it out. Good. All right. Okay, we're going to come to our a little bit of a balance challenge here. Yeah. Again, we're challenging the somatosensory part of our brain, right? Body moving and balancing, and it's sort of like playing the piano when you have two things doing different things at one time. It's like that with our body. Yeah. All right. So we're going to just start nice and easy here. Having your chair handy, so hold on the right side of your chair. Bend your outside knee here. Good. And again, keep that nice confident spine, right? Nice and tall, and confident. Yeah. And then reach your arm forward and up to about 12 o'clock. And then reach your arm straight down towards the floor. And then we're going to reach your arm out to the side. And then we're going to cross the arm across the chest, the other side. Forward and relax. So pretty doable, right? And now another option is to just have a finger here and reach your arm up to 12 o'clock and down to 6 and over to whatever that is, 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Yeah, and forward. Okay, let's take a break. And now to challenge maybe yourself a little bit more, if that felt pretty like doable, pretty easy, start with your hands on your hips. Good. And then bend that outside knee. Yeah. And then slowly bring the arm forward and up and down and out to the side and across and forward and release. It's if you're in Colorado today, it's very windy. When it's windy out, our balance gets challenged. Yeah, it's just something happens with our sensory situation where it's like this is feeling unbalanced. So it's a really good time. Here we are practicing our balance with all this wind going on around us. Okay. So we're going to do that again. We're going to make it a little bit more of a challenge for you, or a lot more. So again, this time either just bending the knee like we were with the ball of the foot. If you want to challenge yourself, lift, get that nice confident stance and lift the knee up. Yeah. And now you can be holding onto your chair. Now 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and out to the side. And across and forward and release. Okay. So if you were holding onto the chair, maybe, and that felt okay. Again, if having your knee up is too much, just do what we did before, which is having your knee just bent here, because that 90% of our weight is on this leg anyway. Yeah, good. So either follow the foot or lift, and maybe just a finger. And up, nice tall spine, and down. And to the side and across and forward and release. So while we're strengthening our lower body, we're adding this coordination of the upper body moving in different directions. Yeah. And finally on this side, last challenge here, hands on hips. Yeah, you can always start with your hand on your chair and then see if you can lift it up if you want to fully balance. Yeah, so either ball of the foot or raising the knee up. And here we go. Arm up and down. And a little wobble is good. And out to the side and across and forward and release. Ha, nice work, everybody. Yeah, that wobble is engaging. I say that all the time, but that's what's happened. That wobble means your really deep core muscles are like, wait, hold on a minute. They're engaging, right? They're keeping you upright. All right, let's just do that little dance on this side. All right. Starting with the ball of the foot and reach the arm up. Again, nice tall spine, stare straight ahead, find a spot, down, out to the side, and across. And release. And now, finger, arm up, and down, out, and across. And relax. And now, hands on hips, arm up, and down, and to the side, and across, forward, and release. Okay. All right. A little bit easier when we know where we're going, or maybe just this side, you know, to notice if this side was a little bit more challenging. Maybe you have a sore hip on one side or the other. Yeah. And now knee lifted, if that's something that is available to you. Starting with holding on. Yeah. Bending the knee, lifting the knee up. Yeah. And now arm up. Tuck that tummy in and down. And out to the side and across and forward and take a break. Good. All right, now maybe we'll switch over to just a finger on the chair. Bending the knee, floating the knee up if it's available, arm it up and down and to the side and across and forward and release. For some reason, this is a more challenging side. Shake it out for me anyway. Yeah. All right, last one here. If you want to do the challenge of no hands, just hands on hips, bending that outside knee, and lift. As you lift your chest, lift your knee. Yeah. And then up and down and to the side and across. And forward and release. I didn't quite make it to the end there. Yeah. But anyway, that's the challenge. You know, it's so important to get yourself to that point of challenge, but not be like completely uncomfortable and not breathing, right? Then that's too far. Good. All right. Let's come into our downward facing dog. That might feel nice after all that. Hands on the back of your chair. Make sure you've got some space behind you. And just take a walk to stretch our whole back body here. So step back, step back, step back. Reach your hips back. You can stretch your hips back, soften your knees, drop your head between your arms, and just stretch with your fingertips all the way down the back of your body. Good. For a hamstring stretch, you can straighten one knee and then rebend it. I like to do that. Straighten the other knee, stretch that hamstring on the right, and bend. And then maybe straighten both legs, both knees, and reach your hips back. Stretch your fingers forward, and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. 2. For 1, soften your knees, look forward slightly and just start to take a little walk back to your chair. Good. And relax the shoulders back and down. Good, find your mountain pose. Good, on an inhale breath, Just stretch your arms to either side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring your fingers up and maybe make little circles, nice little circles with your arms. Hopefully our shoulder joints are a little loose with all of the moving of the arms that we were doing. And then reverse, opposite direction. Pressing into your palms as you make little circles. Good. And then relax the arms down and roll it out. Good. All right. And then we're just going to end with a little warrior two. So we're going to bring our legs wide apart. Lift the right toes up, pivot, and drop your right toes. Soften your right knee. Yeah. And then just adjust yourself, right heel in line with the middle of the back foot. Good. Stretch your arms out to either side. Slowly turn your gaze and look over your right finger. Just plop yourself right into warrior two here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, relax your shoulders. Just let your whole body soften and melt into this beautiful, balancing, strengthening pose. Yeah. Smile on the face. Nice deep breath. Good. And the next time you exhale, just let the arms float down. Turn your gaze. Press down into your right foot, slowly straighten. Gently lift your right toes up, pivot them forward. Bring your hands onto your hips and just rock your hips side to side. A little stretch for the inner thighs. Yeah, those muscles tend to get weak and we need those to balance, right? To keep us upright. So keeping them stretched. Good. And now lifting the left toes up, pivoting and dropping. Softening the left knee, reaching it back, that thigh back. Good. Shoulders above the hips. Stretch the arms out. Turn your gaze and look over that middle finger, that left finger. Find your breath. Each time you exhale, see what you can soften. Wiggle your fingers, relax your shoulders. Just relax your hips. Maybe you sink your hips down just a little bit more. Couple more breaths here, nice and easy. In this challenging pose, try to find calm and relaxation and releasing of tension, even in this challenge. Yeah. Smile on the face usually helps. Good. On your next exhale breath, relax the arms down. Good. Turn your gaze forward, press down into your left foot. Slowly straighten that left knee. Lift the left toes up to pivot forward. Good. And then just toe, heel, or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. And wiggle it out. Getting into a little bit of bone building and strengthening here. Bringing your hands onto your hips. And very little, or you can also have your chair handy here if you need to have your chair. We're just going to lift our heels and drop. So you want nice soft knees. You want your head in line with your shoulders. You don't want your body forward here. You want nice tall spine. So we're just going to gently lift the heels and drop. Lift the heels and drop. Do a tiny little soft drop, especially if you have, pretty significant osteoporosis in your spine. Or you can do a little bit more effervescent drop. And this vibration that goes up your skeleton is hopefully sending signals to your osteoblasts to build bone. Yeah. And relax. Good. All right. All these little tips, all these little things to do that are so good for the body. Let's make our way back to our chairs. So situating yourself right in front of your chair here. Good. Yeah. And then take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, send your hips back. Come about halfway. Stretch those hips back. This also sets us up for a good posture for squats. And then take a breath in again. And as you exhale, just lower your hips gently onto your chair. Good. Yeah. All right. And relax. So springtime is upon us. So I'm going to be doing the next 4 weeks-ish, 6 weeks-ish, just, you know, detoxification. So take a nice big breath in and let it go. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, all right. We're gonna grab behind our right knee and then hug the right thigh into your belly. Let's do a couple circles for our little feet here. Keep the chest lifted. Good. If it's available to you, cross your legs fully here, or you can cross at your ankles. Just make sure that this left leg is not crashing down or bending down with the weight of the right leg. All right, so choose your legs, lift your spine, relax the arms, and inhale breath, stretch your arms out to a T. Again, bring your palms forward, take a breath in. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, bring your arms forward, lift your left arm above the right, and cross up high into our eagle. Yeah, this just squeezes our whole body. And then scoot your fingers back. We can just stay here, hugging ourselves here, lifting the elbows up a little bit higher. Take a nice big breath in, look up, lift your elbows up. And then as you exhale, relax your arms onto your chest. Let your head just drop forward. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze. Hug yourself, squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your toes down. Lift your pelvic floor muscles up. Squeeze your belly. Squeeze your face. Squeeze, squeeze. And ask yourself, am I breathing? We need to breathe through the nose here as we're squeezing. Good. Squeeze a little bit tighter, 100%. And the next exhale breath, just relax the whole body, toes to fingers. Yeah. And then find your left foot. Press down into that foot to slowly lift the arms up and the head up. Keep lifting the arms up a little higher, and slowly open them up and relax the arms down. Good. And relax. Good. And then just uncross your legs. Good. Relax the legs, just flutter them. Good. And then other side. So hugging your thigh into your low belly, squeezing it as much as you can. And a couple circles one direction and other. Good. And then legs are either crossed or you're crossed at your ankles. Yeah. Good. Nice tall spine. Relax the arms down. Slowly stretch out to either side. Reach your fingertips out. This is such a nice energy opener for our internal organs. Yeah, just stretching. Good. Relax. Good. Bring your palms forward. Slowly bring the arms forward. And then right arm above the left. Cross as high as you can. Grab onto your shoulders. Scoot your fingers back. Good. Inhale, lift the elbows, look up. And then as you exhale, relax those arms down onto your chest. Let your head drop forward and squeeze. Give yourself a big hug. Good job for being here. Squeeze your legs, your toes, lift your pelvic floor muscles, and breathe. Don't forget that breathing part as you're squeezing every cell of your body. Yeah, lift even the ears and the eyes, and yeah. Squeeze, 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 give it 100%. And then exhale, relax everything. Find your right foot, press down into your right foot, slowly bring the body back up. Slowly lift your arms up a little higher as they unfold. And then relax your arms, let them float down so gently, softly, slowly. Relax. And then uncross here, yeah, and relax your legs. Nice little counter pose for that forward bend is a back bend. So we're gonna slide your hands back like you're diving, right? grab onto your chair. Just sitting like this sometimes. This is so easy, right? If you're sitting at your dining room table, scoot forward in your chair, grab behind you, try to touch your shoulder blades, even lift your chin slightly. This is a back bend. This is opening up your front spine. Yeah, opening up your lung capacity to breathe. Our society now is hunched forward, even little children. Everybody's hunched forward, and that's causing a lack of oxygen in the body. Yeah. And then release, relax the arms down. Good, shake it out. When we're hunched forward, we're squeezing our lungs. So we're not breathing fully. Our biggest of blood vessels in our lungs are at the bottom of our lungs. So if we're not breathing into that, there's less oxygen that's going through the body. So just paying attention to these little things and making them habits is what's gonna make us feel so much better. Yeah. All right, nice work, everybody. Let's get ready for our final relaxation. Yeah. So another big thing to improve your falling confidence is just practicing relaxation techniques. Yeah, when our mind is all over the place, we've seen it before. I've done it before. When we're distracted in a billion different directions, not paying attention, that's almost always when we trip, right? And fall or run into something, right? So these relaxation techniques can help us just to bring it in, be present with what you're doing. Yeah, and that will also quiet the mind. So sitting comfortably, spine is supported. Feel free to lay down, palms on the lifting up, so tops of the hands onto your thighs. And closing the eyes. Good. And coming into our little alternate nostril breathing that we started with. So as you inhale, close the right fist gently. And as you exhale, let it float open. And inhale left, close the left hand, and exhale, open the left. Ujjayi breath, do 3 more slow breaths, alternating right and left, closing and opening. Nice and slow. Ujjayi breath. Next exhale of the left hand, opening. Go ahead and just release the breath. And relax. Take a gentle breath in. As you exhale, relax the shoulders. The arms. The hands. Belly. Legs. Feet. And toes. Whole bodies relax. Gentle smile. Soft breath. letting go of all of your efforts. Relax. Bring your awareness to your thoughts, if any, and just let them go. Let them flow. Coming in, going out. Just let them be. No need to pay attention to all your thoughts. Like the waves in an ocean, they come and they go, they come and they go, and they don't affect the ocean. Bring your awareness now to how you feel. And feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back into the space and time, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Slowly begin to wiggle toes and wiggle fingers. Take a deeper breath in and breathe out. And coming to stillness now. And bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position, resting them onto your heart. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips, relax your shoulders. We'll close practice today with this. Energy flows where the mind goes, and the mind goes where the energy flows. You're feeling ready and complete at your own pace. You may gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all coming for and finding your flow today. Yes, and just keeping in mind what we think here is what flows in. Yeah. So anytime we're thinking negative, just counteract it with a positive. Practice that this week. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.